Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome back to FM21. It's 0 to Hero. It's episode 21. Last time we left off, 11 matches in with a comfortable lead in the league. We come back just 4 matches later, 2 wins, 2 losses, and all of a sudden we're down to a 2-point lead. Now, those 2 losses, one of those was just a close match, and one of those was the unfortunate yellow 8 minutes in with a second yellow 2 minutes later, resulting in a red card just 10 minutes into the match, and we lose by a single goal playing with 10 men. Still plus 29 on the goal differential. We're not in a bad place, but that recent form is a little worrying, losing 2 of 3. So we'll see if we could turn that around. That last one, the Solihull Moors, 1-0. That was the game. And we actually still dominated with 10 men, but they got that 1 goal, and we weren't quite able to create enough chances, strong enough chances with only 10 players, and yeah, loss. It happens. It was on the road. We actually have 3 road matches in a row. It's a difficult stretch for us. And next up is FC United, who, surprising that they're only National League right now, but FC United, 6th place, 25 points. It's a pretty good team. Not going to be the easiest match. Can we regain some momentum? Well, let's find out. Let's get into the match. 2 changes to the side for this one. First off, Barreto is out and is in. That's from that red card. But Fiskelnis also picked up a minor injury in that match that we lost 1-0 last time, and fairly early in that one. So that was 2 players that kind of went down for us, and hence the result we got. So Kane Robinson is in. We should see Fiskelnis back in the lineup in about a week. Ooh, slow reaction. Good sliding tackle at the end there to get the block and put it out to the corner. But really poor defense from it off. And again, there, totally wide open, no marking. Yikes. Okay, McCallum, again, another save from McCallum. And what the heck is going on with the team here in the 14th minute? There's Williams, finally heads away, and Barbados starts the counterattack. 2-man Robinson, nice ball through, off to the races, his chance for a goal. Oh, good save from Roberts. That was definitely curling. That was going to go in near post, low, but keeper makes a nice stop. Fenton with the corner. He can't quite get him around the other defense gets away and do what we weren't able to do. I'm worried about already multiple yellow cards for our defense just minutes into this game. What the heck is going on? Poor cross on that one, and it starts counterattack over away here. Bridges also on a yellow. Oh my gosh, do I have like 3 defenders on a yellow right now? What's going on? I do. Bridges, Williams, and Elliott all on yellows, and there's another chance. Robinson does not get the job done on that one. He did much better on the previous attempt. Holmes! We should be up. We should definitely be up. Those 3 chances were all clear-cut chances. Both teams really should be on the score sheet at this point. Another 3-ball, good chance. McCallum was just enough. So just me, the goalkeeper's a little wonky at the moment. I'm not happy with where things are. Look at what they want. Another free header. What is going on with our corner defense? They don't even look like they're trying. Uh-oh, this is a worrying one for me. On throws. Oh my goodness. What is going on in this game? We're sorry there, but still. I can't tell you what's going on with the defense right now. They are having an atrocious day. Goes wide. Hits the net though. That was quite a few. Fire up, please. Come on. 7-4 on the shots. We are very much at a disadvantage right now in this thing. And the defense. Oh, that is so worrying. Free kick here. Ando. Long ball ahead. Williams is going to get there. Oh, his first touch betrayed him a little bit, and the defense was able to block him clear. Yikes. What a half. Oh my goodness. This has not been a very good one. Realistically, there is a lot left to do. Get some revenge, please. There we go. They beat us last time we played. Oh, jeez, what a terrible hitter. I think I'm going to have to make some changes in defense with all those yellow cards. Here's Robinson. He gets through. He's got the speed. Ooh, great slow tackle. He does get the ball and knock him in, but at least he gets the ball before he gets the ball. That's good defense. FC United with a big crowd here. Ooh, let's see how it falls to us, but ping-pongs around for a couple goals and gets picked up comfortably by the keeper. He's grateful for it. Nice clearance, and Robinson starts the counter, but he loses the ball. Barbados recovers. There's Tunnicliffe. Nice control. There's Fenton, and there is the opener we've been waiting for. Finally, we wake up here to start the second half, and the away crowd is excited by that. The away crowd is very much mixed with the in the seats home crowd. And this appears to be a sellout match, a really sellout match. Okay, we lead 1-0. That could be it in terms of goals, but this game looks very likely to have more. My entire defense, all 4 defenders have yellow cards and Holmes now. That is 5 yellow cards for the team. I really do need to make some changes here at the hour mark. Otherwise, we very well could have somebody receive a second yellow card where this ref is going today. I haven't even seen one of the yellows, as that was a chance begging for a goal. Really lucky he kicked it straight at McCallum. Okay, what can I do? I don't have much left. Okay, Bridges. We have Jewel, who can come in. And then we have McManus as well. And McManus is going to have to come in for somebody. Double change here. Elliott's really struggling. Let's go ahead and make Elliott the other one. Double change, both fullbacks. Oh my goodness, where is the defense? They have been horrendously bad on corners today. I've never seen this in 6-7 seasons. I hear off the line, but he gets a second chance at it. But nobody is marking on the corners today. Normally no problem, but today they are just not playing defense. Let's hopefully fire up again. There's Simpson taking the free kick, 73rd minute, so it's already been about a dozen minutes since that goal. Barbados, Tunnicliffe, nice ball ahead. Here's Robinson on the run. He's got another chance. He's onside, no flag. Pulls it wide. Oh my gosh, if Phil Skelnis was in, I think we were winning this game, but I'm okay if it's just a point today. I just feel like we don't lose because we can't afford to allow a dip from the house. 76th minute. Time is getting late. This match really could go either way. I could see either team getting 3 points, and I could see this one ending at the current scoreline. Nice play from Barbados. He gets enough of the ball there. Oh, Simpson can't get to that one, and McCallum was just enough to push it wide. He only gets a fingertip to that one. It might not have gone anywhere. Finally! Corner kick defense steps up, and Hando headed that one away. Here's Williams with the goal! Lee Williams, the center back, second goal of the season off the free kick. Oh, can it be? Can we get the 3 points today? Williams, nice job to win it. Not sure how he beats out the defender there because he does have a height advantage. He's on the inside, and then he's still inside. But between where he went to take off to where he got to the ball, he goes from inside to outside of that defender and still manages to win that play. And time is nearly up. Let's use a fun tactic here. Holmes. What do I have left? I got Jameson or Campbell. Let's go ahead and bring Jameson on. He has not played in a while. Let's go ahead and lower the line of engagement. There we go. All right. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. McCallum, Tunnicliffe in space. Robinson ahead. They have not taken the changes yet. Campbell on the run. Can we seal this game? Campbell. Oh, the sub happened. But the the changes had not. Now the changes have happened. Time is up, 95 minutes. This should do it. McManus, Fenton, Robinson. So McManus comes in, he picks up a yellow card. Jewell comes in, he picks up a yellow card. That was at least 7 yellow cards in that match for us. 7. Miracle we did not get someone sent off. Yes, confirmation. 7 yellow cards. They also picked up 5 yellow cards. So 12 yellow cards in this match, and the referee managed to not send anybody off, but he managed to piss off everybody on the freaking planet with that sort of performance. He had 3 yellow cards in 10 minutes to open the match. I've seen it. It has happened in real life. But are you kidding me? That would go down as like a 2 rating for the referee to give out that many yellow cards in a match, and that many in the first 10 minutes. He gave out a yellow card in the second minute to Bridges. We didn't see some sort of vicious tackle. There were no highlights for any of the yellow cards. None. So there was no professional foul at a key moment. There was no vicious thing that could have almost been a red that was definitely picked up on. None of the 11 yellow cards made it to the highlight reel. None. 12. Sorry, 7 and 5, right? None of them made it to the highlight reel. So they were all minor things. 12 minor infractions are enough for a yellow card? Jeez. We come out on top, though. We come away with 3 points, a much-needed 3 points, and without Filskalnis. And with all 6 defenders who played in the match on yellow. Jeez. Okay. We got the win, though. Let's move on. Let's go ahead and also pick it up. Let's go 4 weeks and see what happens. I haven't gone forward in time just yet, as I remembered I had recently lost a coach. We have 1 vacancy to fill. I'm trying to decide where exactly I want to fill that vacancy. And I'd say there's 3 obvious candidates. Right now, all but 3 categories for coaching responsibilities, we are at 3 stars or better. Also, I've got every single area at light workload, so none of them are struggling right now, though some of the helpers in certain areas, like, say, myself, I could be 2.5 stars in one area, which, considering I've only had the single coaching badge and started with 1s in all but 2 areas, considering those factors, that's not bad. We have grown and we have developed quite a bit in a handful of years, but still way behind the 8 ball in where we should be in those regards. But a lot of that comes down to my determination. Determination is only an 8. It's not enough to convince the board that we need a better coaching badge, which would then translate into improving those categories that will make us a better coach. So I need to improve in determination to start getting our way with the board. Right now, 8 is just not enough to convince them. Anyway. All right, so my search has given me 6 guys with an 11 or better in everything that has to do with tactical attacking. And then the how much better is kind of that comparison piece. Grant Roberts seems to be quite a bit behind the others, so we don't necessarily want to go after him. Nathan Jones is quite a bit weaker in the attacking part, but he's pretty balanced. Tactical, they're all similar. So we signed Dean Stamp to the position. He comes in as the tactical attacking coach, and he comes in at 3.5 stars. So we are getting to that point now where we can isolate specific roles and get some decent quality out of that. So we're up to 3.5 stars there. It's 4 weeks later, but we've only played 3 matches. We've had 3 wins and a draw in that time, so we keep a 2-point lead over Geisley, who have won out their stretch. We now have a game in hand, and there's a reason for that. And we have a little mixed bag of, well, let's say trouble brewing. Now that we're in the National League, 2 things working in conjunction with each other are now affecting our team. We are at a high enough level now that international call-ups can lead to a rearrangement of your schedule, which is happening and not in a good way. Also, now that we're in the Vanarama National League, we're playing at a high enough level that youth players, U18s, U23s, U19s, blah, 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 nationally we're getting recognized now that we play at this sort of level. So our U18s of a certain amount of quality, our senior players of a certain amount of quality, are getting call-ups on a much more consistent basis than what we were getting in past seasons. We've been getting call-ups ever since the start of the series, but it was always 1 or 2 or maybe 3 guys missing a match. Now all of a sudden it's 11 players getting called up instead of 2 or 3, instead of 4 or 5 in the recent couple seasons. The number has more than doubled from what it was. Good and bad with that, because the real outcome, what we're actually seeing take place, is a schedule that's starting to look a little bit like a Premier League club. We have guys get call-ups, and then they go and play 2 matches, and the team doesn't play while that's happening, so they go get their couple matches with the national team, and then they come back to the team, and now the team has had the schedule condensed to make up for that week plus, that 9 days or so that they're with the national team. So then all of a sudden we come back and we have 3 games in quick succession. So we have 5 games where there used to be maybe 3 over just a couple week period. So the congestion of our schedule has grown a lot, and maybe that's why we're seeing a lot more injuries than we were before. And because of those injuries or suspensions that we're experiencing, as lots of yellow cards are being given out on a pretty regular basis at this level, it's a little worrying in how much we're suddenly seeing. We saw that early excellent form and saw us pull away, and now all of a sudden we've kind of dipped, and now we're just staying ahead of the curve with the league. I don't think it's a coincidence. I do think that it has to do with our congested schedule compared to other teams in the league. Can we survive that? Can we get through that? It's only November, and December is already going to be a busy month. We'll see how it goes. Barreto, top player, Bridges, Holmes, McCallum, all really close. You can see how quickly McCallum's developing now that he's taken over. He's gone from a 100 to a 107 in just a month. Well, not even a month, just a few weeks as our starting goalkeeper. Tunnicliffe, a 103. Barbados has gone from a 100 to a 103, or a 99 recently to a 103, so he's growing pretty rapidly, even though his ceiling is not a whole lot higher than it is. That's a pretty good core. We're back to 6 strong players, 100 plus. Simpson and Odell both at 99s. Phil Skelness slowly climbing, so that's a very strong core of near 100. Elliott has grown a lot, now a 95. He was, a 60 when he took over at starting left back. He has finally grown into being a pretty solid player. He's still only getting a 6.82 on his ratings, and his XG is quite low considering fullbacks are such a big part of what I do. Why is he so low? Well, let's see. He lacks pace. The jumping reach is nice, but his heading is only 11s. Okay. He's good at headers for a fullback. How useful is that, though? Marking's a 12. That's good. His technique is up there. But his passing, he's missing a lot of technical attributes. He is strong mentally, but that can only carry us so far at this type of level. Ando has grown into a pretty nice reserve player for us. Robinson is improving very rapidly and is going to be ready to be a regular contributor pretty soon. He doesn't have the finishing to be a proper striker. However, you don't have to have necessarily the best finishing to be a striker. But you can see tackling, marking, heading are his top attributes. He's more of a center back than he is that top attacking player, but that determination's pretty high, and hopefully that can carry him to really, really developing into something a lot more than what he is currently. Fenton's coming along. He's definitely progressing in his role now in 83. Let's compare him to the guy he replaced, Jameson, and we can really see what he has, what he's done this season, because he's a lot more of a player than he was. He was already physically stronger and faster than Jameson. He was already similar in vision, but the attacking and technical were well behind. Now they've caught up. The aerial is the same. The mental is already better than Jameson, and the defending is significantly better. Not that he's great at it, but yes, Fenton, I'm glad we made that change, because you could see just how much better he is. Before, it was just better on paper, and he was quicker and stronger, but otherwise so much weaker in all the attacking roles. Well, now, vision being a little bit better and attacking and technical only being slightly behind and aerial being the same, you can now say attacking-wise, they're about even. Just about. Not quite, but just about. And when you add in the physical and speed part, and especially the defending, he is definitely a better player than Kyle Jameson, who he has taken over from. And Jameson's a right winger who's a left-footed guy, so it's a little harder for him to play. Trust me, as somebody who started as a left winger and has played on the right wing a few times, it's awkward when you are left foot dominant to try to get those crosses in on the right foot. I've gotten a couple assists that way, but so many times I've had to use that pull back to bring the ball across. Of course, these days I play as a center back primarily and anchor my defense. Height advantage to Jameson, yes, but that's not too significant for them. I'm glad with the growth that Fenton has had. He's had 10 goals, 9 assists, average rating 7.2. So he's actually done more than what Jameson has done recently. So, yay. Okay, that's worked out. And hopefully he continues to progress nicely, and we'll see him overtake Jameson in all categories quite soon, because there's a pretty good gap between them now. He was a 70 odd paper already in 83 since the start of the season. Jewel's still progressing. He was a 74 at the start of the year, a 79, even though he hasn't played much. And that's all down to high potential and the mental part that we've done with him through mentoring. He's been, Harry Jewell, still unambitious, but he was very, very low determination, and didn't progress at all for a long time. You can see he's got a few positions where he's useful, but that determination, that was nothing. It's a 7. It's a 7 now, so it has definitely grown. Here's a look at Jewell all-time. You can see how he went from a 4 in determination to now a 7. And when he was a 4, he made 0 progression. 0. You can see how he went up a little bit that first year, but he stayed there for a long time. That was almost 2 full years with determination at a 4. We got the mentoring going, and he went from a 4 to a 6 within that first year. That's where he finally started progressing as a player. Now still only a 7, not a rapid increase or anything, not a huge improvement, but from 4 to 7, he's gone now, and all those other attributes has begun to improve. So determination is so key in those players you bring in on whether they're going to progress or not off the field. Determination matters off the field way more than it matters on the field, but it does make a difference in both areas, but primarily here. And you can see now all time how he has improved as a player. Penalty taking is his biggest improvement with 5 points, but that's okay. There's quite a few areas where he has improved, dribbling from a 5 to a 9. Even passing from a 12 to a 15 is a pretty big improvement. Vision is much better. he's definitely a better player than he was, and he is contributing now. Strength is one of those areas that it's very underrated as an attribute. Strength has a pretty big impact. Be nice if he could improve the acceleration and agility and not have those things dropped. But overall, better player than he was, and making a difference on the team. And that all came through mentoring. I'm going to make one more push forward. We still have a 2-point lead. Let's see if the busy schedule, how well we can stay healthy. We finally have Phil Skelnis just now coming back healthy. Holmes, 1 match suspension for yellow card accumulation. Otherwise, we are now mostly healthy. Simpson on the verge of that same issue. But otherwise, we finally have a healthy team. Can that result in picking up the results for a little bit? Schedule's still very busy, so can we stay healthy? 2 draws in our last 3 matches, but those were without Phil Skelnis. So can we recover? Can we get back to winning ways? Because that form, I'd like to see that again going forward. By the way, we just got through the FA Cup first round. We'll be into the second round against Rotterdam soon. That's going to be a tough. They are, League 2? League 1. Yikes. That's a real test. Not sure we're going to get past that second round, and then we have the FA Trophy third round coming up just a few days later. First of December, so we haven't gone that far forward, but we have hit a bad run of form, a draw and a loss. So we haven't quite recovered from that stretch, and we're still a match behind everybody else in terms of games played. We are into the second round against Rotterdam. That's a week away, so we'll be trying to watch that game. Also, we've got Geisley at home tomorrow, so that's what we're going to open the next episode with. We're only 2 points ahead of them. Goal differential also not that favorable. We're struggling. We also drew Morecambe in the third round of the FA Trophy, so a lot going on that is going to amount to a bit of a challenge going forward, and it's not an easy time, and we're kind of on the verge of needing a team meeting of some kind to maybe rebound our morale. But morale's not bad. It's not bad. It's still good overall, but it's not great right now. So players aren't quite playing with a lot of freedom out there. Okay, well, Simpson's out for the next match as he's got yellow card accumulation. Williams picked up injury, even though he's not amazing. That's a big miss. It's also a long-term one. He's going to be out for 3 months. That hurts. We've got to fill that gap. Is that Grundy who's going to come in and play? There's a good chance that that's going to be Grundy stepping in. Maybe McManus. So I'll have to kind of compare those guys and see who fits the billing the best. I know Kane Robinson is somebody, if he were a center back, that I would absolutely put him in, but he's got no training in the position. I don't want him to go out there and struggle, even though he would be quite good as a center back. So, got some work to do. We'll see how that turns out as we enter that next episode. We are no longer in the lead for the league as a team. We do continue to grow that reputation. It's approaching 1977 now. Club attendance is definitely better than where it was, but it's still well below the rest of the National League. And my reputation as manager, well, loyalty to players is good. The hands-on approach, of course, is really bad as we constantly bypass things, but still no 10s. The working with youngsters has grown to a 20, so that's good. The motivating, the man management have all come up, but we are still so far behind. Determination is a 9. It's better than it was. It was an 8 last time we just checked in like a month ago, so yay. I don't care about adaptability. We're in the role. We've been in the role. That's staying the same. Wilkinson has gone on to be the head coach at Dulwich Hamlet. I'm looking forward to that time where we get to go against him. We're very close because of this is coaching relationships, and he was on our staff for a long time. So I love that my goalkeeping, shot stopping has gone to a 2. Fitness has gone to a 2, even though I haven't coached either of those things in a very long time. My reputation still minimal, but it's climbing. It's almost up to 2 stars. It's definitely doing better than the team is doing in that. So I've gotten a lot of credit for the progress that we have made, but again, far from being very adequate as a coach in any way, shape, or form. Still no 10s, but if that determination gets that little bit higher, I might finally start getting those coaching courses going. As manager, 24 matches that I've coached, 17 wins in that. We have had a few losses. Of course, that first loss was the very first game where we got totally blown out with all ones. But goal differential, plus 30, pretty good. Win percentage, 70%. It's pretty good, but we've got a long ways to go in this series yet. We're still kind of just climbing the ladder, and it's definitely slowed. It's gotten trouble. One thing we got to worry about next month, I'm guessing Aaron Bridges is going to be gone, because we are consistently getting $250,000 to $300,000 offers from our level as people try to take Aaron Bridges away from us. The one good thing on that is he's good, but he's not great. He's been a 7. He's only got 4 assists. I mean, he's better than our other fullback, Elliott, has been for us, but he has not been blowing teams away. His training rating is good, but not great. He's a 108, which is good, but not great. His potential is a 129, which is good, but not great. So it wouldn't be the biggest loss to us if we lost Aaron Bridges, is what I'm trying to say. So if we get a ton of money, okay, we get a ton of money. But all things being said, we've got a tough schedule coming up here. Tranmere, the $300,000 offer. Let's see that 0-0 right there. So it's our own division that is now spending that money, and that's partially because this is the only division. This is the highest division left that does not have a transfer deadline yet, and the opponents here can see just how good a player like him is. And one of these days, the board is absolutely going to accept the money. As we get higher and higher, they're going to set that limit higher and higher on what is acceptable for a bid, and we're starting to see that they're holding out a lot longer than before. Anyway, Geisley coming. There's Dulwich Hamlet. I'd like to coach all of those 3-4 games in a row in person, but it's a little too much to kind of weather in terms of pacing. So we're just going to have to kind of get through December and watch a couple of those and bypass the others. But we've got a TV match coming. I mean, we're going to get a televised game. We're only getting 2.6 thousand for it, but we get a televised match. That's pretty cool. Is that the first one for this team? Might be. Anyway, a lot of season left to go. We're just hitting December, but you can see it's a jam-packed December. That is a lot of matches. We're looking at 9 matches on the calendar for December. January, February is looking a little better. March is looking pretty busy again, and then April looking a little bit better. But good luck to us. We only played 3 matches in November. Only 3. And we had a big 2-week gap. But that, again, that was part of what's contributing to the difficulties we're having, because that was an international break. That's why that game has been rescheduled to, oh, wait, December? Really? We're staying busy in December. We'll come back. Next episode, we'll probably focus on December itself, as we got a lot going on. Can the team survive that period? I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. And bye for now.